Modern society has failed women. Millions of women are waking up to the dreading sound of their alarm clock every single morning. Before their eyes can even adjust to the light, their hands are reaching for their phone. And immediately, they're sucked into the toxic noise of social media, catching up on the latest gossip, checking their ex's Snap score, seeing if he viewed their story, scrolling through everyone else's perfect morning routines while they're still lying in bed feeling like a mess. And they skip breakfast, grab a sugary energy drink that spikes their blood sugar and crashes their hormones, leaving them anxious and brain fogged by 10 a.m. And then they drive to their job that they hate, start listening to that music that feeds their mind with more negativity, gossip, toxic relationships, drama, heartbreak, literally on repeat. And then at their occupation, they're going through the motions. Everything feels pointless. Is this what I'm doing for the rest of my life? They look at the clock every 20 minutes, counting down until they can leave their shift, scrolling on their break, and by noon, their chest feels heavy and they're tired, overstimulated, but wired. Because their body's begging for rest, but their mind's too loud to listen. And then they come home exhausted, too drained to work out, too numb to cook, too overwhelmed to work on the goals that they said they'd start months ago. So they order takeout, scroll TikTok until their eyes hurt, and feel emptiness for wasting another day. And then at 2 a.m., lying in bed in the dark, that's when it really hits. What if I never figure out my purpose? What if everyone else has it together and I'm just stuck? And then they wake up and do it all over again. This is reality. This is the reality for 99% of women. And I was in this exact situation less than a year ago. Our brains have become addicted to the phones, seeking validation from people who don't matter, and there's no real purpose or direction in life. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix your life in 2025, starting with breaking your phone addiction, stopping the validation seeking, and finding real purpose and building routines that actually make you feel alive. So girls, it starts with your health because health is wealth, right? If you're not healthy, you physically cannot do anything. Health is always number one, always. So when we wake up in the morning, the last thing that should be on our mind is going to the gas station, getting that Monster energy drink, right? Or going to the, Starbucks drive-through quick before school or work and getting the Starbucks Frappuccino, right? There's so much sugar in that, and it's quite literally making us anxious. It's making us feel these things that we're not supposed to be feeling, like stress, anxiety, depression. I don't think we should be feeling the ADHD, right? None of us were born with that. And we're fighting these demons that are literally put on us, right? These companies have engineers that quite literally broke down our taste buds and made this food and made these sugary, addictions specifically for us. So we would get addicted to them. So we would feel these things, feel like a zombie. So yes, they taste amazing. They taste good. But remember, anything that tastes that good is not good for us. Remember that health is wealth. And the more that we focus on our health, the wealthier we can get. Something I learned lately is a few months ago, was brain fog. Back in the day, I used to struggle with brain fog, and it was a realization that came to me a few months ago that once we stop actually eating these things, our mind gets so much clearer, right? We actually can think at a level that they don't want us to think like. They don't want us to think higher, right? And deeper. They don't want us to think like that. They want us trapped. So understand that every single thing that you put in your body is extremely important because your food is fuel. You're not going to fill your car with bad fuel, right? You don't want to fill your body with bad fuel as well. Your diet is everything. That food you're processing, it's going into your stomach. And as women, our stomach is the most important energy point that we have, right? If we have a bad stomach, a cramp, a stomach ache, we all know it's gonna throw off our brain. It's gonna throw off how we act, right? And it's gonna throw off our mood, and we're gonna get moody. And it's very important to understand every single thing that goes into our body should be fueling us like a car. We're not gonna go to the gas station and get, diesel gas when our car takes 87, right? We're gonna take the clear fuel that will fuel our car and make sure our car can run steady and get us to the destination. So we wanna make sure that we are cognizant of every single bit of food, and we understand the ingredients, and we take a look at the ingredients. You guys are out here consuming these energy drinks, not even understanding the 50 ingredients in the can. Half of those ingredients are in your car engine oil, I promise you. So you're consuming all of these toxins, and of course they're gonna mess up your brain. You have to be cognizant of that, and you have to understand that's why you can't function. That's why you feel like you have ADHD, anxiety, and depression, why you struggle with these things that you didn't years ago. It's because of these bad habits that you took up. We need to shed these habits. So I know what you're thinking right now. Gloria, what do I do now? Like, I'm dependent upon all of this stuff, or I take in all of this stuff. What do I eat? What do I do? Guys, it's very simple, and we all know this. Like, go to the grocery store and buy some potatoes, buy some beef, buy some chicken. These whole foods are what we need. And all of anything that's processed, anything that's in a package, right? That should immediately raise a red flag. So the solution is to go to Whole Foods, go to your local grocery store and buy some foods that are whole and they're not processed. Buy the organic meats, right? And buy the organic eggs and eat organically and eat to live. And instead of drinking maybe in the morning a Monster that's gonna throw off your day, how about we drink a smoothie or, tea? It's substitutes. So it's actually pretty simple. We focus on whole foods and we focus on fueling our mind with the foods that will actually help us think clearly and feel better in our stomach. So the physical diet is one thing, what we eat, but another thing a lot of women don't understand is the mental information diet. Every single day we're, going on Instagram and scrolling and TikTok and scrolling, and if we break it down, that's information. And we have to be very cognizant of what's happening. Because you guys are out there scrolling and you're taking in so much information. You're gossiping with your friends. Your friends are telling you the latest drama in the school hallway, right? And you're hanging out with people that don't even fulfill you. And you have that gut feeling in your stomach where something's not right. And all of the information day by day that you take in actually affects the way that you think. And we have to be more courteous on who we let into our circle and what kind of information that we actually take in on a day-to-day basis. And it's on your phone, it's on the social media, but it's also in the music that you listen to, the radio. What do you put on? Are you putting on Sabrina Carpenter? Are you listening to that trash that's telling you to, go out and be a whore, right? And go out and have these toxic, relationships and do these, bad things that are hurting our soul? Or are you listening to worship music or music that fuels us for the day, music that makes us more clear-minded? Or even sitting still and not listening to music at all is beneficial. And it's all in the digital. Who are you looking up to? Are you opening Instagram and looking at Kim Kardashian and comparing yourself to her every morning? Or are you not opening social media at all and you're not idolizing these people that are portraying these images to us that we should be like when it's all fake anyway, right? And that's what drifters do. If you don't know what a drifter means, it means someone that literally goes through life on autopilot and they think surface level. They don't think deeper and they don't even ask themselves why, ever. They just do what society tells them. They do what school tells them. They do what everyone else does and they're with the crowd. And anytime you're with the crowd, that's a good point for you to leave the crowd. Be the 1%, right? When you're a drifter, you're not thinking clearly and you're doing all of these things on autopilot. You're consuming this information like everyone else does. You're with the masses. That's what drifting is. You're drifting into and with the masses, which is not ever for your benefit. So what we need to do instead is we need to think and zoom out and ask ourselves why we're consuming this information anyway. Why do we need to open up our phone and go on Instagram every morning, right, to check Kylie Jenner's new Instagram post, right? Why do we care about these people? And once we start asking ourselves why are we doing these things? Why are we filling our head with this information? We wake up, because the why will never be good. The why, it's not good, right? So to help you understand, take back that control. Ask yourself why for your greater good. And the last thing to take back that control, besides being a drifter and getting your diet right, would be your income. Because we physically cannot go anywhere if our income isn't supporting us in that direction. A lot of us are praying for PTO, right? And like clocking into jobs that we hate. And we're out there we're only able to like go on mini weekend trips, right? And like go on vacation twice a year because our job will only let us do that. A lot of us are spending our Friday nights trying to text our boss, right? Try to get the work off for the night so we can go out and hang out with friends, right? Or party or whatever, because your job isn't suiting anything, your lifestyle, nothing. Remember that you don't actually need to attach to a job like that. There's other ways to get income, and I give you permission to find other ways to make money online that actually supports the lifestyle you want. Right now, I'm here in Thailand. I'm traveling the world right now with my friends, and I'm so grateful to be able to make my money online. I used to be at Walmart. The average girl can't do that. So lock in and make money online. Make money in a way that actually supports the traveling and the free lifestyle that you want to live. And the way that I did it is I started to take my skills of just taking selfies on Snapchat, right, and videos and creating TikToks for my feed for fun. And I turned that into an income. I started selling that to brands. I started selling, me taking videos of their products and photos of their products to brands and start making money there. It's called being resourceful and making money online. I promise you, you guys all have the skills. If you guys take selfies, you guys have the skills of making money online. You can make an extra 2 to 5K a month right now with those skills, right? We can use those skills and put them into things that will actually fuel the lifestyle we want to live and travel and get out there and not be tied to this income that makes us completely depressed. And it's so simple. You just need to lock in and bet on yourself and say, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to make it work. Yes, I'm going to start making money online. Yes, I'm going to get that freedom. Guys, there's so much room for you. Every single one of you, you can make money online. The online internet money space is not leaving anytime. There's always going to be opportunity for you. There's more opportunity online to make income than graduating college and trying to get a job. Start making money online and you will find a freedom that you've never felt before. But yeah, your information diet, your food that you eat, your physical diet, the way that you make money, right? And your surroundings and your friends, they all are actually in your life and they're, having a very, very, very negative influence on you if you're watching this video, and you can change that. I want you guys, if this video helped, please just drop a comment down below. I read all of the comments. If you have any questions, let me know as well. And I want to help you guys succeed. And it's time for you to take action. It is time for you to put your finger down and start. You can watch all of my videos, right? You can scroll on my Instagram, you can scroll on anyone's Instagram, but at the end of the day, you have to be the one that changes. You have to be the one that pulls the trigger. So please, please take this as your sign. Start better habits. Start the online income journey and start freeing yourself from this BS trap that society put you in. It's time.